me a electric blanket. So,
Okay.
so ma'am, I was just thinking, one has become so comfortable with that blanket. So I was just giving gratitude to her, ma'am, to
One.
gratitude to the universe. Just realize that this is also such a blessing, ma'am.
Hmm.
So
It
just so,
is.
yeah, ma'am. So just thought, let me just make a note, small note, then I can later on, carry on with it.
And also, it's kind of a miracle like everybody doesn't have it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And moreover, I think everybody can't afford it at times. Like people think that just the Kambal blanket is okay. Why to
Yeah,
take a electric one? Or people have the reservations.
really, ma'am.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am. And so nice of them, no, so nice of her to have thought that,
yeah, yeah.
to gift it to me, ma'am. So,
Yes. People are very sensitive. Children are very sensitive at
yes,
times.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you and welcome everyone, especially Mukesh for taking out time.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, and life is beautiful, everyone. Let's get up. Let's wake up. Sagar, Manisha, Team Sima, open our cameras to begin our session. So, what was the first thought when you were about to open your eyes? May I know your thoughts? The first thought before you were opening your eyes. Good morning, Mamta.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, Mamta. Good morning, Mukesh ji.
Yes, Manisha.
मैम अब मैं जब भी उठती हूँ ना तो मैं सिर्फ शुक्राना गुरुजी निकलता है और मैं कहती हूँ आई लव यू आई रियली रियली लव यू बस मैं उनके मेरा टर्न होता है मैं फेस उन्हीं की तरफ देख के और बस तब उठती हूँ आई फील सो रिलैक्स एंड गुड ना इवन आई
Oh,
वांट टू शेयर वन थिंग अभी रिसेंटली मेरी लास्ट वीक डॉटर फेंट हो गई थी तो मैं बहुत डिस्टर्ब चल रही थी और कुछ मेरा भी एक्स मतलब एक्स हस्बैंड और मेरा भी मेडिकल इशू रहा है तो वो हिस्ट्री चल था तो इसके टेस्ट वेस्ट भी चल रहे थे और मैं उन चीज और दो तीन डॉक्टर्स के पास वो 4 दिन के अंदर ना दो चार डॉक्टर्स के पास आना जाना लगा रहा कल मैंने परसों आपका जब मैंने सेशन अटेंड करा तो मैंने रियलाइज करा कि मैं तो खुद ही अपनी स्टोरी बना रही हूँ मैं खुद ही अपनी स्टोरी रिपीट कर रही हूँ हिस्ट्री या टेंडेंसी कुछ मैटर नहीं करती है वो तो हमारी थॉट है जो कर रहे हैं और मैंने परसों रात को यही सोच के सोई थी कि भाई शी इज परफेक्टली फाइन इसको वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है जो मैंने और मेरे हस्बैंड ने फेस करी है और कल मैं डॉक्टर के पास गई हूँ ही सेड कोई इशू नहीं है शी इज टोटली ओके
oh,
थोड़ा सा डायबिटीज का है रिस्क 6.2 पे जो बाकी ऑल दो शी इज फाइन तो कोई अब टेंशन वाली बात नहीं है तो आई एम थैंक यू यूनिवर्स एंड थैंक्स टू यू मैम कि उस टाइम पे सही टाइम पे गाइडेंस मिली और मैं अपने थॉट्स को चेंज कर पाई थैंक यू सो मच
wonderful. Amazing. So grateful to you. Thank you so much. All
Ma'am,
right.
may I?
So
Ma'am, may
that's
I?
Good morning, madam. Good morning, everyone.
Asha. Good morning, Narendra and Sagar. Yes. Dimpy, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. The moment I got up in the morning, ma'am, just opened my phone. I said, let me see how much battery is there and all, ma'am. And it was full. So I just scrolled through, and this Kokila Ben's picture came on that. And ma'am, I believe she's
Okay.
90 years old and so
Yeah.
fit, ma'am. So, ma'am, that was like first thought. I said, my God, at 90, she is so fit and all, standing straight and all. So, we should also be like that. So, ma'am, that inspiration came from her. So, that was the first, uh, you know,
Wonderful.
thought, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful morning thought.
Ma'am, I want to share one miracle, madam.
Thank you so much, Asha. It means a lot.
Yesterday, our owner came. We had asked him to come. He also lost his father recently, so we were not able to talk to him. And we asked him whether he can help us in any way. He has reduced the rent by 2000. I thought he will ask us to retain the same, not increase. Our agreement was due October itself.
Wow.
10% was supposed to be increased. He said he will 10,000 and he will renew it for 15,000 rent per month.
My goodness. So that means this
Thank
is
you very much,
rare.
madam.
Yeah, this
It
is
is all
rare.
because of you taught us gratitude.
Gratitude and looking into the miracles, Asha. When you where your focus goes, it grows. So now you're looking at miracles and you're creating miracles, right?
Some
Beautiful.
problem with my network, madam.
या ये ऐसा तो कभी नहीं हुआ किसी का रैंक कम हो जाए बढ़ने की जगह में। ऐसा कभी हुआ है?
मैडम मैंने भी किया किसी का।
आप पर
मेरा मेरे पास भी एक
किसी ने
किराएदार
किसी के लिए
था,
किया?
तो उसके हस्बैंड की डेथ हो गई थी और बच्चे बहुत
वाओ!
छोटे थे, तो 7,500 से हमने 5,000 कर दिया। वो भी व्हाटएवर शी सेड। मैं कितना दे सकते, कहते 5 दे दूंगी। मैंने कहा ठीक है।
दैट्स ब्यूटीफुल। आपने
हाँ, तो
मिरेकल
भी
क्रिएट किया, बट आशा के साथ मिरेकल हुआ। सब हमारे जैसे लोग नहीं है ना? सब आपके जैसे नहीं है। तो ये रेयर है, नॉर्मली लोग नहीं कर पाते हैं ऐसा। बट आई थिंक आशा, थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग। इट इंस्पायर्स अस
Thank you, ma'am.
किसी सिचुएशन में मिरेकल क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, किसी भी
Yes,
सिचुएशन
ma'am.
में। कभी भी अगर रॉक बॉटम पे भी हो, यू कैन क्रिएट मिरेकल्स। दैट शोज दैट। इज दैट राइट?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are in the rock bottom only. Yeah, I have to start my life from the scratch now. So
And
it is
see
a big
how
miracle.
this year you see how many miracles you are creating, because when we don't learn to listen easily, then universe has to bring us to the rock bottom because of our thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions. And the more we correct them, then
Yes,
that
ma'am.
bounce backs to the highest ever. So get ready for the highest ever.
Thank you,
Okay?
ma'am. Thank you.
God bless you.
I was creating miracle because of this problem. My energies came down. So
Yeah.
now I have to. It will take some time, but I will do it. I am
No, it
sure.
will not take time. Don't give this message, it will take time. The miracles happen right now, right in the moment, and you are already creating them.
No, to improve my
Have to
positive
give this
attitude
signal.
and frequency, I had to work. Mm.
But we don't
Yes,
have to give this signal to universe, this command to
yes, yes.
universe that
Mm.
it will take time. No, it will not take
Mm.
time. For universe, our problem is like a dot. It can
Yes,
be erased anytime. And from there, we can have a transformation in our feelings, thoughts, belief, and action. We can be the powerful magnet to create.
mm.
Beautiful, Asha.
We are getting help from all directions, sir. I'm not feeling that we are all alone. We are getting
Yeah,
help from all the directions. I
yes.
never felt that he has not left any legacy for us, and he has made like this. It is his karma, whatever he has done. It is his part of karma he has cleared and gone. So
Yeah.
I have no repentance for that. But
Thank you.
his goodness is helping us in many ways. He has never
Actually,
cheated anybody. He was helping
yes.
everybody. So that
That's
his
a,
goodness is always with us. That I always feel.
and it always pays.
Yes.
Goodness only pays you. So keep doing the good.
Yes. Ma'am.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much
Ma'am.
for
Thank
sharing.
you,
God
ma'am.
bless.
Thank you.
All right. So this was my question to the people who were coming, that what thinking you had in your mind the moment you were not even opened your eyes. Before you're opening your eyes, what was your first thought? So Manisha said that she was. Manisha, I have a question for you. You said that you were thinking now, like you say, Shukrana Guruji. But before, when you were in trouble, what was your first thought every day?
मैं अपने खर्चों का और इन चीजों के बारे में सोच के स्ट्रेस में ही उठती थी कि भाई
Worries.
कैसे।
You
हाँ,
were always
वही रहता
worried.
था। यस। मेरा
So
बहुत
did you?
डिस्टर्ब रहता था, वो बातें चलती रहती हैं क्योंकि कोई है नहीं जिससे डिस्कस करो, तो खुद से ही सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में भी चलता रहेगा, यार ये करना है, वो करना है, ऐसे करना है, अब कैसे करूंगी, तो ये कैसे होगा। तो अब थोड़ा सा रिदम में आ रही हूँ, तो मैं इस चीज को पलट के शुक्राना मतलब उठते ही कर रही हूँ
So the
रेगुलरली।
biggest change has come. She has started her first thought gratitude, even if the situations haven't drastically changed, right? But whatever it is now, Even in the same situation, she's grateful. You understand
Right.
the power of gratitude? We don't really understand what gratitude is. People at times are really surprised कि कुछ तो अच्छा नहीं है, काय का gratitude बोले. They've got um, kind of block minds. It's not their fault. They have not been taught. So what our focus is, if parents do it, if the children will watch you, at least you will create them a field, a magnetic field where they will not go to the problems you have suffered. So first of all, gratitude to those problems you suffered, which gave you a direction towards gratitude. Number two, now if you commit yourself for 1 year, that commitment will transform your generation's life. Do you want to put your generation's life on stake? Hello? Are you serious? If not, then you have no choice. So make sure that having the first thought in the morning, shukrana, gratitude, and being grateful for minimum 10 things a day should be your agenda. Before my father left us, I would wake up and I was thinking the universe, my God, the God, the God. But now I think my father is God. The first step I say him, thank you, Papa. Giving
Yes,
us the
ma'am.
peace.
They say Pitru Devo Bhava, Matru Devo Bhava. Mother and father are the gods we can see, and the sun god. They
Exactly.
are visible to us.
My
So we
father,
have to bow our head
this
down in front of them.
my father's bedroom, and here I've got my grandfather and grandmother's picture. You can see that. Can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
And my father was always thanking them. I never knew that. But the last night he slept, my boy who was sleeping with him last night, he was saying he was only looking at Bapuji's and Biji's picture, and then he slept the whole night. And he was just looking at the picture and then closing the eyes. Again, he'll look at the picture the whole night. He says he was taking a glance at his parents' picture. People have got a lot many things to say. The ancestors' pictures should not be, the dead bodies' pictures should not be. Bodies means dead people's pictures should not be in the room. I doubt it. I think I feel so energized. If my father in the last minute could thank his parents, taught me even in the last minute of his life. And that also I got to know after he went away. Because that night only was his last night, and then next morning he was no more. In the evening, it was not even 24 hours. And after the bhog, after the teri, when the boy told us, I was mesmerized. I'm sure he must be thanking his parents or saying them that I'm meeting you or whatever. But that's how life is. So, the gratitude to your parents who are alive, call them up, say them. Don't feel hesitated. As Mamta said, he said to his father in law, her father in law, I love you. That day she felt so good. What is stopping us? Whatever your parents are, whatever your karmic account is with your parents, and you have annoyance, you are uncomfortable with what you think they have done to you with your little mind, but it's not they have done to you something. It's your karmic account. What you've given them in the past, they have come back to give it to you. So, who wants to promise me today by calling up your parents and saying them all the good things you've given me if they are alive? If they are not alive, write a letter to your parents and leave it on the dining paper so that your children read that and you add that value to them that you respect your parents and you will get that. You won't believe it. My dad's picture I'll show. I see him from any angle, he's looking at me. At times, I think it's my doubt. Yesterday, day before yesterday, my bhabhi had come. He says, Romdini, look, Papa is looking at us. And today, when I was going to the kitchen, from kitchen, I saw him that he was looking at us. नजरिया हमारा बदला है, उनकी तो नजर अब बदल नहीं सकती ना. Our perspective, how we perceive things now. I'll just call you Rachna. Wait a moment. So make sure that this new year, promise yourself that each day of new year, your first call will go to the parents. You know, my parents are always waiting for their children and grandchildren to call. My mother will call them, and if they will not take the call, she'll keep waiting the whole day for the call to come back. They will leave you. They won't be there. And you will repent the rest of your life. If you can call twice a day, that's even better. And if your parents are not there, you can thank them the whole day. They have given you so much, so much, so much. It's unbelievable. Do you promise? Who all promised that to me?
Yes.
This
Yes,
promise is
ma'am.
this promise is not to just say me, I want to do that.
Yes. No, nobody can waive off the mother's this thing, Runa. So
Yeah.
only Lord Hanuman was able to fulfill that, overcome that Runa from mother, it seems, because he took Sri Rama to Anjana Devi while returning from Lanka to Ayodhya. So his mother told, it seems, from today you are relieved from my Runa because you have brought the God himself to my place. So we
Wow.
cannot bring God to our parents' place. So they
Correct.
are God for us. So we
Yes.
can never come out of their that. We have to be. Uh, we have to bow down every second to them.
Yes. Oh,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
keep cribbing. We keep cribbing. Our parents are very negative. They talk negative. They don't know that no. We feel them old fashioned. We feel them that they don't know the new world. They don't know this. They don't know that. But the values they know, you don't know them.
No, what we are today is because of them, madam. That we cannot deny. Whatever good things we have learnt, whatever the better way to live, it is because of them. They have given the samskara to us.
So,
Basic.
what,
Yes.
what is our for us? For us, you know what is for us? What is our duty?
Yes, we are to be grateful for giving such a good parents to us.
But that gratitude doesn't have to be just concealed to the heart. We have to express that. We have to call them this year. Every morning when you come, you tell me that you have made the call or not. Because if we are not accountable, we don't do that. And even if they are not alive, what about writing a letter every day to them? Just being
Ma'am,
grateful.
before we started the session, I'm sorry to interrupt. Before we started the session, I just spoke to my papa, and after that, I
Wonderful.
came on the session. So this is the karmic. This is the
You're doing it. Even
yeah.
after such a toxic relationship, you're doing it. You're awesome. We are so proud of you.
I just spoke.
As
I
it is
spoke.
for
I
an
call him like 3 बार दिन में तो phone करती हूँ. वो गुस्से में हो
yeah,
या कैसे भी हो, because at this age always he will not be in that mood ना. But still,
yeah.
And today, though he's not, and nowadays he's not keeping well, so he's totally helpless.
Yes, yes. Thank you
And
for being so kind.
and thank you for you and Jaya ma'am for make us to do this. अदरवाइज हम माफ ही नहीं कर पाते. मैं तो कभी नहीं माफ कर पाती क्योंकि मैं इतने हॉरिबल स्टेट में थी 60 साल तक. बट इट्स वेरी
Yes,
नाइस.
yes.
रिलीज करने के बाद कितना अच्छा लग रहा है. तो
Yeah. You release so much of stress, anger, resentment. You release so much. Thank
हम
you
भूल जाते हैं कि
for
हम
sharing.
अगर इस दुनिया में है तो सिर्फ उनके वजह से है. अगर वो हमको
And
इस
also,
दुनिया में
when
खिलाते.
Mugdha, when we look at our children and their behavior, they are not doing something different. They are doing what we have done. They are just copying us.
यस.
So make them to copy by doing even better. So that our karma account dissolves, and then we raise in this incarnation from the bar to bigger bar, so that we are different. We are different souls. We have not come here for pains, but thanks to those pain for creating us the best out of us, so that we can be that unique personality. We are not ordinary people. Make sure remember that always. Iconic doesn't mean to give in the glamour, but even if you are model role to your parents and they feel that they want to follow you, you've done biggest. All right. Don't worry about that. Don't think too much that part. They will become all right. That's
थैंक यू सो
particular.
मच.
Yeah.
या.
You will see
मैम
miracles there also, because now the distance will heal your relationship
या.
to much bigger level that you can ever expect. Okay. Thank
या.
you for sharing.
तथास्तु मैम.
Yeah.
मैम
Rachna. First, Rachna has been waiting. Then I'll call you because.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everybody. Ma'am, I just wanted to share this. Actually, I also lost my mother a few days back. Although her
Yeah.
physical presence is hurting me a lot, but since she passed away a few days back, I have kept a photo of hers next to my bed, and every morning I look at her, and the way I used to talk to her, like every day I used to give her a phone call and I used to tell her, आज मैंने ये करना है, ये करना है. I used to tell her the whole day's schedule. Normally, I used to discuss with her. Now I get up and I look at her photo and I don't feel that she's not with me. I tell her the way I used to talk to her on the phone, आज मेरा ये काम है, and I feel she's blessing me and uh, her love is with me. So
Ah, it
so I
has to
feel really strengthened. I don't
empower.
feel that she's not there.
Yeah.
She listens to
Yes.
me and
That's
she tells me. That is what I feel.
And law of attraction says that everything in the universe is energy, and we all are connected to that energy. So if they have left the body, the soul is still connected. So feel empowered all the time. Thank you for sharing, Rachna. Yes, Vikas.
हाँ मैम कल ग्रेटिट्यूड मैंने लिखा, आप देख भी सकते हैं, मैंने ग्रुप में शेयर भी किया था. मेरा जो सेकंड लाइन था ना मैम, थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू, मतलब मैंने अपनी माँ को धन्यवाद किया था कि मुझे अपने गर्भ से मतलब जन्म देने के लिए फ्रॉम योर वाव. दैट टाइम मैंने इतना बड़ा शब्द बोला है कि मैम मेरे को ऐसा लगा कि मैं मतलब एक ना वो मतलब मैंने क्या कह दिया, मतलब ये मैं सोच पाया और इतना किया उन्होंने, और मैं मतलब ये सोच पा के उनका थैंक यू करो. मैं आपको बताया मेरा भी बहुत सारा उसका था प्रॉब्लम, लेकिन अभी वो इतना लाइन पे आ गया है, और मैंने उनको थैंक यू मतलब अभी जब भी कॉल करते हैं, समटाइम्स आई यूज टू से पापा मम्मी बिजी हूँ, मीटिंग में हूँ, कॉल में, ऑफिस में हूँ, किसी के साथ बैठक में हूँ, कुछ भी हूँ, तो शी नेवर से इसकी बेटा नहीं अभी बात कर नहीं, ठीक है कर देती है. फिर मैं सोचता हूँ कि इट इज दैट मच इम्पोर्टेंट कि मेरी माँ है. हाँ बात कर सकते हैं ना सामने वाले क्लाइंट को, सर एक मिनट मेरी मम्मी का ऐसे ऐसे, उनको फोन लगाना नहीं आता बट वो कर लेती है मुझे कॉल, तो एक टाइम ही सुन पाती है. तो वो चीज मुझे बहुत मतलब टच किया कि मैंने कल ऐसा बोला और आप आज वही बता रहे थे, और चलेगा कोई बात.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, Narendra ji. Go ahead.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning.
Today, with all your talks and all, I just realized that मैंने अपने father को thank you नहीं कहा. He's not up now.
आज
Though
भी कहोगे, your thank you
though,
can reach there.
though I did everything what was his wish, whether it was good for me or not. For example, on the day of my marriage, he told me that ये जो सिर के ऊपर लगाते हो ना, आंखों के ऊपर जो बिंदियां ठोक लेते हो, वो मत लगाना. तो आई एक्सेप्टेड इट. हालांकि सारी दुनिया ब्यूटिशियन के जाके करती है, बट आई थॉट कि मेरे फादर को खुशी है तो आई शुड नॉट डू. लेकिन मैं उनको थैंक यू नहीं कर पाई एक बार भी.
अभी करो ना, अभी करो.
अब तो कर
उन तक
दूंगी.
पहुंचेगा. वो आपको रिवॉर्ड नहीं कर पाएंगे. डोंट वेट फॉर दैट. यू कैन स्टिल रिलीज योर सोल, ताकि जब भी कभी आप नेक्स्ट लाइफ में मिलोगे, यू विल हैव अ वेरी कॉर्डियल रिलेशन विद हर. डोंट वरी. Good, you are crying, so you're releasing that guilt in you, that whatever the feeling you have which is blocking you. I'm very happy that you have released it today. Thank you for, you know, being compassionate now. Don't worry.
Thank you, ma'am.
And you'll feel so good. Do it. Write a letter to him.
Yes, I'll do.
Yeah. Whenever you can, write a mail to him and keep that with you. Keep adding your emotions to that. Because our soul is to become liberal in this incarnation. That liberty will only come when we'll forgive everyone. Don't worry.
Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you for being vulnerable. Love you so much. All right. I think we are done. If people have not given their first feeling before opening your eyes, you're doing the biggest mistake if it is negative. If it has become grateful, you are becoming a powerful magnet to create all the miracles. So make sure every morning when you wake up with love for your parents. That has the power to transform your frequency, and that frequency will take you in the day and bring in all the harmony and all the miracles of your life. Do you promise with me? With that, I request everyone to open your camera. Otherwise, there's no fun. I will also mine. And how will it look like when I'm?
मैडम सिर्फ अपने पेरेंट्स को नहीं, अपने सास ससुर को भी.
They are parents only. I never find them. My
Yeah.
father-in-law has been my
Yes.
biggest strength.
यस मैंने भी यही सोचा.
Yeah.
हाँ.
I never found them any difference between my parents or my in-laws. Never. Never. I could only make up to 27 years because I was thinking if my mother will say me like this, how will I react? My father though loved me like anything, even my mother-in-law. People used to give example. I told you that when I got married, in our khandan, my father was there were 7 brothers, and then everybody has their houses and then children. A big family, but we were individuals. And Nrindaji, you will relate to that. When the girl will come, any bahu will come in the house. So हमारे में बोलते सत ग्राइयां खाई नहीं तो रोमी इतने जाए. Okay. So everybody used to set example, but the example was set because of my mother-in-law. She gave me that love in that new place. She gave me that courage to live with my husband. She was by my side when I was in the toughest situation. All my in-laws were so supportive. That's how I could live there for so long. So, parents or in-laws, they both are same. All right, with that, let's begin our session. It's exactly 8. All right. We begin the session with the prayers. Okay, everyone sit straight, close your eyes, and put your hand on your heart. And with a smile, open your windows and let the blessings come in your house, come in your heart, so that you can be a magnet to miracles. A daily prayer for divine blessings. Beloved Divine Father, Mother, let your divine light fill my mind with wisdom and discernment. Your divine love fill my heart with sweetness, warmness, and compassion for all. Let your divine power fill me with inner strength to do what is right and to refrain from unwholesome actions and behaviors. Beloved Divine Mother, Gaze upon me, your beloved child, with mercy, love, kindness, and abundance. For thou art all compassionate. Thank you for your protection and thank you for your love. Now is the time for forgiveness prayer. Remember one name which keeps troubling you. Let's we forgive that soul. That soul which has come to trouble you has come for a reason. Treat that person as Guru because that person will only give you tough time to rise above the bar, be more prosperous, and be more compassionate with unconditional love. Imagine that person's name, call out the name loudly,
I love you.
and imagine you are in the eyes of that person, and imagine you're saying, Atma Namaste. Bow down your head towards that person and say, I, the soul, salute the divinity in you. We are all children of Supreme God. We all make mistakes. We are all evolving. I forgive you and seek for your forgiveness at all levels. Go in peace. May you be with good health, happiness, prosperity, and spirituality. Take a deep breath. Om. Shanti. 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 Om. Having this forgiveness energy in your hands, rub your hands. Put your hands where there is a pain in the body or you're feeling uncomfortable and say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And open your eyes. Let's begin our lesson 17, the law of attraction for children. Instead of, this is for parents, by the way, this is not for children. So parents need to learn it. Instead of telling the child what you don't want him to do or to be, tell him what you want him to do or be. What you don't want. Don't keep on telling, I don't want that. I don't want that. Rather, tell him what you want him to be. Good morning, Rajni. You want him to be, do, or be. So 60% of your frequency, FTBA, is conditioned by the age of 7. Are you listening? 60% of your frequency is conditioned by the age of 7. Between the ages 8 and 14, another 20% is conditioned, while 10% is conditioned between the age of 15 and 18. This means that 90% of your behavior is conditioned by the time you are 18. After that, you're like a conditioned radio attracting more or less the same frequency all your life. Unless you learn to take control of your conditionings, your frequency and your FTBAs. Have you understood? Somebody is not clear, raise your hand. I'll read again. 60% of your frequency is conditioned by the age of 7. Between the ages 8 and 14, 20% is conditioned, while 10% is conditioned between ages 15 and 18. This means that 90% of your behavior is conditioned by the time as you are 18. After that, you are like a conditioned radio, attracting more or less the same frequency all your life. Unless you learn to take control of your conditionings, your frequency, and your FTBAs. The techniques discussed in this book give you the opportunity and guidelines to change your frequency to attract what you want and less of what you don't want. But imagine the power of learning all this at the age of 7 or 14 or 16. Wouldn't it be amazing to learn to control our own frequency since childhood? Well, you cannot go back in age, but you can give this privilege to your children. Are you ready? Do you take up this challenge? That is why I tell you, more you will write gratitude, more you are going to impart even the conditioned mind of your children. You have conditioned them already by saying, no, you can't do that. No, you should not do that. You know you cannot do it. You have already conditioned. You won't believe. I told you I was not read this book. My son will never go to the stairs the right path. He will go to that corners, put a thumb, a front of the foot there, and go to the stairs. Always from the outside of the stairs. You know how the squares are made and there is a corner behind the edge of it? He will always. I was conditioned to give him the freedom to fly. Was I known personality? No. I said, until unless he'll not fall down, he will not understand the meaning of not making a mistake. So imagine the power of learning all this the age of 7 or 14 or 18. Wouldn't it be amazing to learn to control our own frequency since childhood? Well, you cannot go back in age, but you can give this privilege to your children. Please promise yourself that you will not condition your children to negative by saying them you can't do that, you shouldn't do that, you won't do it, don't use no to them. Promise yourself. It's very difficult because we are conditioned from our parents, from our childhood, our parents, it's coming ancestrally. So we can change the genes. There are two ways in which you can do this. Condition them to have a positive frequency using the law of attraction techniques. One. Number two is teach them LOA so they can control their own frequency. But the worst part is when you want to teach them, they say no now because they have learned to say no very easily because you condition them. Do you know that unknowingly you condition your children for negative frequency? Well, most of the people do since they don't understand the power of conditioning and the law of attraction. Consider what we tell our children. You are a bad boy or a girl. You never listen to me. You never become a rebel. You are bad at sports. You are bad at math. You don't have manners. You always keep your room untidy. There are many negative things that we say to our children which condition them to have negative feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and actions about life, about work, about relationships, about career, money, etc. So, what do we do? Firstly, recognize a list of all the negative things you say to your children because awareness is the key to change. Then make a list of how to say the same things positively. Here is a list of examples. The left side is negative frequency conditioning. The right side is positive. So I'll read the negative as well as I'll read the positive. You are a bad boy or a girl. You are a good boy or a girl. I tell my grandchildren, I'm so proud of you. You are amazing. I want to learn this from you. It was not given to me in my childhood because that time was not this. There was not this knowledge. I was inviting my daughter to our meeting and I was telling her that I want to be like you. She says, "What, Nani?" I said, "You are telling me for us to play a game, but I'm 62 years." She says, "So what, Nani? Learning has no age." Okay, I said, "I will try that too." You understand? Normally we say, "No, no, no, don't do that. Everybody will not be able to play that game. It might make them to lose because they don't know it." You understand? How do we talk to your children? I'm talking about my grandchildren. Leave the children apart. Because we have made the mistakes. We didn't know that. I was not trained to be a better parent, but I learned.
Ma'am,
So you never,
ma'am,
yeah,
can I share something? Sorry for interrupting, ma'am. Ma'am,
no worry.
I've been making soaps, no? So yesterday, my granddaughter Inayat, ma'am, see what she gave me. She gifted me this, ma'am, and she got a soap making kit, ma'am, and she's made a soap for me and gifted it to me last night for Christmas.
Oh God, my goodness. Look at that. She's following you 100%.
Yeah, ma'am. So it was so delightful, ma'am. And another thing, ma'am, I've started teaching her to say thank you in the morning and thank you to God at night. So she doesn't know what
Wonderful.
universe is. So this is like, and she's picking it up, ma'am. So
Yeah,
thank you,
so
ma'am.
tender. Yeah, they're so tender to pick that up. We are
Yes.
rigid to learn, but they are not. Even if you'll keep performing in front of them, they'll follow it, even if you don't teach them. It's so beautiful. Monkey do, monkey learn.
Yeah,
What is it called? Something,
ma'am.
right? So, thank you so much for sharing. You have become a rebel. You are a disciplined child. You are bad at sports. You are excellent at sports. You're bad at math. You are very good at math. You don't have manners. You have good manners. You always keep your room untidy. You always keep your room clean. Instead of telling the child what you don't want him to do or be, tell him what you want him to do or be. Convert all your negative commands into positive commands. We give commands to our children. Even my maids are appreciated for whatever the good thing they do because they do more good things. Rather than telling them you're duffer, you can't be tame, we can't work with you. So cute, Dippy. Your mic is closed, we can't hear you.
Ma'am, she early in the morning, no, ma'am, she comes down and she gives me a kiss, ma'am. So before going off to her school, so she's going to get ready, and the maid
Oh,
got her
sweet.
to, yeah, she.
So
So
sweet.
this is
So
it.
sweet. So empowering. So much, filling with love and compassion.
Yeah, ma'am,
Beautiful.
and that's why my daughter-in-law is taught her, ma'am. In the morning, she comes to the grandparents. Ma'am says good morning, and at night, before going to sleep, she says good night to us, ma'am.
Beautiful.
So all
So
thanks to her, ma'am.
yeah, she's coming from a very good background,
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes.
compassionate. Okay, convert all your negative commands into positive commands to your children. Next, get them to practice some law of attraction techniques like saying cancel, cancel. What is cancel, cancel? We keep saying negative things all the time. I learned it in pranic healing. We'll put our three fingers in our ajna and say cancel, cancel. That means everything resides here. All our limiting beliefs, our empowering beliefs reside in our ajna. So if we keep saying negative things to ourselves, to our children, first we put three fingers here in our ajna and say cancel, cancel, and you can make them do the same. Even if you say some negative word in front of your children, you do the same so that they learn they don't have to do that. When they say something negative, like I'm not interested in studies, ask them to say something positive, like studying is easy and fun. Help them make their own affirmations and make sure they say them to your to you every day when they get up in the morning and every day before they sleep at night. Get them used to saying thanks for everything in life. Be aware that you help them create positive and growing beliefs for every area of their life. The more you teach children to practice the law of attraction at an earlier age, the better they are able to control what they attract in their life while they grow up. With this chapter coming to an end, we have also come to an end of this book, but I want you to know that the law of attraction is a lifelong practice. So the journey doesn't end here, it starts actually. It doesn't continue, I say it starts. So, all the best, and I would love to receive an email from you and learn about the miracles you create as you practice the law of attraction, your personal genie. All the best. I hope I have been able to serve you through this book to attract your dreams and live a successful and happy life. It would be great if you add a review for this book online. It would help spread the word about it to so many people. And thank you. So I want to check the time. We have time. We'll go with the recap. So Mitesh has given in the recap of whatever is given in this book. So he says knowledge is wisdom only when we implement it. Okay, so you want wisdom. There is a lot to learn about the law of attraction, but implementation is more important than learning. There is no point gathering knowledge if we cannot implement it. So he has made this book so much to implement. If you practice that, you can easily learn how to use law of attraction in favor of you so that you can create all the miracles. There is no point gathering knowledge if we cannot implement it. While you have reached the end of this book, you have just begun the journey of becoming a master practitioner of the law of attraction. So, I want to conclude by giving you a recap of everything we have learned so that you can access everything in one place. In this chapter, I have divided the entire book into two parts: theory and practical techniques. The theory helps us to understand the law of attraction, and the practical techniques section helps us to implement the practice of the law of attraction so that we use its magic to attract our desired life and achieve our goals. To make it interesting, I have presented the recap in the form of fill in the blanks test. So use a pencil to fill it up. Here we go. Theory. The law of attraction is like a dash that can help you attract whatever you want in your life. Who wants to fill it?
Magnet,
Yes, perfect. We all have a personal genie that is hidden dash us.
insight,
Yes. Yesterday's dash is today's science and today's magic is tomorrow's. Yesterday's magic is today's science and today's magic is tomorrow's science.
Miracle.
Science. This science of law of attraction was revealed by Lord centuries ago in, we can go back and fill it up because I don't remember particular things here. We learned about the law of attraction in school in dash subject. Which subject?
physics,
Physics. Yes. You're right, Krishna. Nita Prasad. Thank you for sharing. In physics, we learned everything is matter and all that is matter is made up of
gravity,
energy.
energy. Okay, ma'am.
We all are made of the same dash and we all are connected. We
Same
are,
matter, same matter,
Energy.
we're all made up of the same energy and we all are connected. We are
energy, ma'am.
energy. The only difference between us is in the dash at which we vibrate.
Frequency.
Frequency,
Very good. The total amount of dash in the universe is always dash. The total amount of energy in the universe is always constant. Energy cannot be dashed nor destroyed.
Created.
Not be created, not be destroyed.
It can only be transformed from one form to
From
another.
another.
Energy is always dash at certain frequency.
Vibrating.
Vibrating at a certain frequency. There is only one infinite source of energy that we are
So,
all made up of. Only the dash of energy is different. Only the form of energy is
Frequency.
no form of energy. All matter is made up of the same
Energy.
energy with the same frequency will dash each other, which
Attract.
means
will
like dash
attract,
like.
Attract.
Yes. Like attracts like means energy with the same dash will dash each other. Like attracts like means energy with the same frequency will attract each other.
Each
There are only two types of energy frequencies in the world which we can attract: dash or energy frequency, dash or high frequency, and dash or low frequency.
positive
Positive
and
or
negative.
Negative and positive.
Yes. It is your own dash which is attracting negative or positive situations and people in your life.
It is your own
Your
frequency.
own
thoughts,
your
ma'am.
frequency. Like attracts like, and opposite attracts really mean energetic. I think it should be frequency, but I can be wrong. We can check it. If you learn to dash to the exact dash of your goals, then it is logical that you shall attract it because like attracts like. If you learn
To attract at the exact frequency of your goal.
vibrate,
Vibrate.
If we learn to vibrate at exact frequency.
yes,
Frequency.
we must learn to control our dash so that we can control what we
Thoughts, so that we can control our actions, ma'am, or frequency.
must
TBA.
learn to control our frequency so that we can
And
control what
thoughts.
What we
attract.
Yes.
Our energy frequency is made up of four elements: our FTBA, our feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and actions. The way to vibrate at the exact frequency of your goals is to feel, think, believe, and act FTBA as if you already have.
Have it. Have got it.
Yeah.
have
You
it, got it.
your
Yes.
attractions only. You can change your attraction only by changing your dash frequency.
Thoughts frequency, ma'am.
Yes. Ordinary people let their situations define their FTPAs, while extraordinary people use their dash to define their situations. Use
Or
their FTPA to define their situations. Practical techniques. Now let's recap the practical techniques to implement and practice the law of attraction. Change your frequency by changing your feelings, thoughts, belief, and actions. Number two, visualization technique to attract what you imagine. Gratitude technique, a shortcut to positive attractions. Use conscious positive questions to create positive emotional energy. Unconscious negative questions create negative emotional energy. You can also control the flow of your emotional energy by controlling the flow of what you talk. Practice forgiveness and acceptance to release the handbrake of the positive emotional energy. Use affirmations to tune your thought frequency. Record affirmations to program your subconscious mind. Feed yourself with great thoughts. Change your limiting beliefs into growing beliefs. To attract what you want, you must increase your deserving capacity by converting your limiting beliefs into growing beliefs. To attract massive results, you must take massive action. And positive value through your add positive value through your actions to attract positive results. Take actions as if you have it. Don't ask how. Live in the perfect zone. Collect positive references that the law of attraction works. Practice unconditional happiness instead of unconditional sadness. My LOA practitioners meet LOA practitioners, law of attraction practitioners, to get support by applying the law of attraction. Coaching is a faster way to learn and practice LOA from someone else's experience. Stop using LOA when required. Hope the above recap of theory and practical techniques will help you to practice and implement the law of attraction to attract your goals. Remember, destiny makes decisions for the weak ones. Very powerful. And strong ones get to make their own destiny. Are you the weak one or the strong one?
Stronger.
I hope this book has been of service and value for you. Thank you for reading till the end, and I look forward to hearing some of your success stories. And with that, we have finished our another book, Law of
Ma'am,
Attraction.
ma'am, I couldn't understand this that stop using LOA when required.
You should have a lifestyle style of it. No, not then when you're required. If you have a LOA lifestyle, then you don't require to do anything. You're living it. When you are in the tough time, then only you use law of attraction. It doesn't work then. So you should have a lifestyle of
Right, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for explaining, ma'am.
welcome. Welcome. And with the end of this book, tomorrow we are beginning with Goals. Goals by Brian Tracy. Why I'm reading Goals is a divine plan again. It's not my plan at all. I had about so many of books, but I'm seeing when I'm doing the journals, I'm seeing that many are still struggling and they leave me without good morning, Nita. Thank you for the thanks. Many of you are struggling even having the journals. So that inspires me to do something more. But this can only happen if you are ready. If you're not ready, you're coming, listening, sometimes coming, sometimes not coming. Your life is not going to change. If you're really looking for change, you should start your journey with 30 days. This is written 21, don't go with that. This is 369 for 30 days. If you don't have a LOA lifestyle, nothing is going to change. You will be having a yo-yo life. You know what is yo-yo? Sometimes going to the negative, sometimes going to the positive, and sometimes saying it works, sometimes saying it's not working, and you will have a yo-yo life. Even if you have done the 30-day practice, your life will be yo-yo because you are in a yo-yo situation. It's not going to work. And as he said, that learning is not enough. If you don't practice with us in the evening sessions, you're losing your time. And you know, your time is money. If you're coming and listening in the morning, and if you're not doing practicals in the evening, you're wasting your time and money. Time is money. Even if you're not investing, you are still wasting. It's your soul journey. I cannot force you. But if you are really wanting to transform your life, this is an ultimate coming to you, which is 21 days, 21 habits challenge, plant the seed of change. I've given so much, you cannot practice this for 1 year. But if you practice master, you will become unstoppable. उस पढ़ाई लिखाई का जहाँ स्कूल में, कॉलेज में, or whatever you're doing, you've seen the transformation in each one of us by practicing practically with me. And then the ultimate comes 1 year manifestation. Can I request everyone to hold your journal who all are having this journey. Can you hold this in your hand? Praveen is not there. These are the people. Yes, Harpreet, thank you so much. So we are about 12, 13 or 14 people who are into this journey. So that's ultimate transformation. इसके बाद आपको लगेगा कि yes, Geeta, thank you so much for sharing. So we are already doing it. So the more you want to know, the more I'm ready to share. But let's listen from Narinder ji and Pariksha or anyone from their family and Mamta first and then move on. Thank you, Praveen. Thank you so much. Thank you, all my 1 year practitioners. We are transforming practically. Yes, Narinder ji, go ahead.
Ma'am, I just went to the Amazon to find out the book. One is costing 2,800, one is 700 and something, one says 800 and something, and then I have another one which is 300 and something, and all are paperbacks. So, what to do? I think I should go to a bookshop and buy it instead of
No, no,
buying from.
Narinder ji, we got the 375 one, and that is equally good, Narinder ji.
Okay, okay, okay.
Hanji. So you can order that only. I think that is the same only. Like
375.
375. We've all got that.
Okay.
So I have no idea because I can't make out. Mine is about 22 years old book.
Ma'am, it's just the
Ma'am, I also
quality of
got
the
it for.
paper. It's just the quality of the paper. That's why the price variation is there.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
No, I think
Hardcover and thin
no,
cover also.
no,
That
no. The 2,800 is I think second or third edition.
yeah,
It is-
yeah, that
I
is it.
think
But we
that
don't
was
require it,
But
Hanji.
editions don't change the content.
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Much.
Yes, yes.
Dimpi if
Okay,
you
thank
can
you.
just share that link of Amazon on the WhatsApp, she can directly buy from it.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Please.
I'll do it in
She's
the
in
group.
the miraculous group. I think she's in the miraculous group.
I'll do that, ma'am. I'll do that right away,
Or
ma'am.
or you're going to meet her on Saturday. We can, exchange.
I'll get a book for her on Saturday. I think it will come by tomorrow. I'll just order it and get it for her.
Thank you so much, Dimpi. Thank you so much. Done, Narinder ji. You ask and universe says your wish is my command and
Yes, yes,
what
yes.
more
Thank
Yes,
you.
miracles?
ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Tathastu. Tathastu.
I
Thank
think
you very much.
she's the oldest in our group, no ma'am. So all
Yes.
respect
I
to
am
her.
the youngest. I'm sweet
She's the
21.
youngest.
Yes, yes.
I'm
So
sweet
sweet.
21.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Narinder ji.
Sweet
Thank
Yes.
16,
you.
Narinder ji, you are sweet 16. Why 21?
No, 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 not 16. I don't want to be 16. I want to be 21. A matured person also.
Thank you so much. Yes, Palak.
दोनों में लड़ाई हो रही है कि
वो
पहले
बोलिए आप बोलो मैं बोल रही हूँ तू बोल
चलो कोई भी बोले उसके बाद दूसरा बोल ले. Yes, Palak.
यस मैम कल हमारे साथ एक काफी एक अच्छा वो गिफ्ट मिला हमें पापा से
वो
मिराकल एंड वो था कि हम लोग को एकदम से रैंडमली हम लोगों ने कुछ सोचा भी नहीं था सुबह कोई भी प्लान नहीं था एकदम से रैंडम प्लान बना कि सब चलते हैं साथ में लंच करने के लिए बाहर पहले तो था कि हम लोग घर पे ही बना लेते हैं कुछ कर लेते हैं या फिर उससे पहले था कि हम लोग एक साथ अपने लिए एक दूसरे के लिए गिफ्ट लेके आएंगे कुछ तो भी रैंडम सा सीक्रेट सेंटा बट वो सब होता है चेंज होता है फिर हम लोग आ गए हम रेस्टोरेंट चलते हैं साथ में और फिर उसके बाद होता
एक्चुअली में जब से हम लोग इस्कॉन से कनेक्टेड हुए ना हमें 4-5 साल हो गए तो मेरी छोटी वाली बेटी तो बहुत ही छोटी थी वो उसको तो शायद याद भी नहीं है कि होटल और रेस्टोरेंट क्या होता है तो हम लोग कल उनके फादर ने एकदम अचानक से बोल दिया चलो तुम्हें खाना खाना है क्या चलो तुमको मैं खिला के लाता हूँ बाहर जाके ओ मेरे बच्चे ऐसे हो गए कि मम्मी वाओ पापा लेके जा रहे हैं वो कभी नहीं कहते थे ऐसे कभी कि हाँ चलो रेस्टोरेंट में जाएंगे ऐसे खाएंगे और हम लोग वहां पे गए और मेरी छोटी वाली तो बहुत मतलब उसको वो तो इतनी इनोसेंट है, वो क्या बोल रही है, मम्मी कितना अच्छा लग रहा है ये बाउल में मैंने नींबू डाल के हाथ डाले। वो छोटी थी, कुछ पता नहीं है। तो उसने आइसक्रीम खाया, उसने जूस पिया, उसको इतना वो पूरा दिन वो उसी जोन में थी और बोल रही थी मम्मी वाओ। ये लोग भी बोले थे कि मम्मी आज हमारा दिन कितना अच्छा गया, पापा ने इतना अच्छे से लंच कराया, स्वीट खिलाया, पापा ने हमें आइसक्रीम खिलाई, आज हमें सेंटा ने हमें गिफ्ट दे दिया। और पापा बोल रहे थे बताओ बेटा तुम्हें बताओ बताओ क्या खाना है, बताओ क्या खाना है, बताओ क्या खाना है। ओ
वाह,
इन्होंने अपने मर्जी से आज कल खाना खाया और बहुत अच्छा गिफ्ट मिला उनको।
मैम ये नीलम की विश थी, अभी बताया था ना कुछ
हाँ
दिन
वो
पहले।
वाली विश थी, यस।
करीब 15 दिन पहले हम लोग श्रीधर सर के साथ में, चला सर के, एक होटल में गए थे। वहां पे इसने कहा बहुत दिनों से मेरा मन था, तो वहीं पे मैंने एक विश मांगा था कि यार मैं भी बच्चों को लेके आऊंगा किसी दिन।
वाह,
और वो उस सेम होटल पे सेम हम लोग उस पे बैठे
सेम
थे।
टेबल सेम टेबल।
सेम टेबल पे बैठे, तो इसने कहा वो ये मतलब विश हो गई, तो ये नीलम की विश थी। मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, ये सब वर्क नहीं किया मैं।
वंडरफुल,
और बच्चे बहुत
वंडरफुल।
अच्छे रहे, सबके ब्लेसिंग, मतलब मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगा कि वो फ्रीक्वेंसी जो उनकी रही ना कि वो पापा हमें करना है। छोटे वाली बेटी ने मुझे एक
ये
ये
गिफ्ट दिया, छोटी वाली ने
बुक
बना के
मार्क।
पापा को अपने बुक
बुक
How
मार्क
मार्क।
बना के।
sweet.
बोली पापा
Narendra
आपके लिए बनवाया।
Wonderful.
और
Narendra,
मैम
ordered your
यस
book,
मैम।
ma'am. The book has been ordered. It's coming
Wonderful.
tomorrow by 10.
Awesome. Awesome. You're
So
so
day
quick.
after I can carry it for her, ma'am.
Wonderful. Amazing. Yes.
और
Thank you so
दूसरा
much.
दूसरा मैम
Thank you.
एक एक छोटा सा और है। कल कल
Thank you very
एक्चुअली
much.
का हमारा इतना अच्छा दिन था, तो कल मैंने 108 ग्रेटिट्यूड लिखे।
Wonderful. 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 Amazing.
यस मैम, रात को 12:30 बजे तक मैंने बैठ के लिखा है, बल्कि मेरी थोड़ी तबीयत खराब हो गई थी शाम को आने के बाद, लेकिन फिर भी मैंने बैठ के उसको लिखा। और मैंने कल इतने सारे ग्रेटिट्यूड लिखे, तो सब पूरा बचपन से लेके अब तक की जर्नी तक के सब ग्रेटिट्यूड आ गए उसमें।
Wonderful.
और मैम
Amazing.
मैंने बताया वो वास्तु वाले एक हमारे भाई साहब
हाँ
हैं,
उनका
कल
भी आ गया।
उन्होंने मुझे वो भी दे दिया जो हमें चेंजेस करना है वास्तु का
ये
बना।
हमारा वास्तु है।
ये नहीं है, बैक
Won-
में है। ये
यस
पूरा
यस
उन्होंने
आ गया।
बताया, 2 घंटे तक मुझे समझाया कि क्या चेंजेस करना है। हम लोग रेंट पे रहते हैं, बट उन्होंने वो भी करके बताया। तो कल हमारा सही में बहुत मिरेकल दिन था। थैंक यू मैम,
Wonderful.
थैंक यू।
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Neera, we are talking about this book. We are going to start from tomorrow, Goals by Brian Tracy. Thank you so much for sharing your bubbly families, bubbly emotions. Yes, Mamta Mukesh, go ahead, please.
मैम मुकेश का मिरेकल हो गया। आपने 1 जनवरी बोला था गोल शुरू करेंगे, लेकिन इनके दिमाग में था कि 27 को होगा।
Okay, wonderful.
तो एक तो ये, और मैम वो कोनो को जो है वो क्या वॉक करते करते भी बोल सकते हैं क्या, कि एक जगह बैठ के ही बोलना होता है?
नहीं नहीं, वॉक करते हो हर ब्रेथ बोल सकते हैं, तो हर ब्रेथ आप बैठ नहीं सकते हो, हर एक सांस में आप बोल सकते हो, तो
और
जैसे भी।
कभी भी किसी के लिए अगर बोलते हैं तो भी ऐसे वॉक करके मन में एक बार ध्यान करके फिर बोल सकते हैं?
किसी के लिए नहीं बोल सकते कभी भी, किसी के लिए बोलने के लिए यू हैव टू लर्न रिमोट हीलिंग्स, बट किसी के लिए बोलना तो अपने जो इमोशंस हैं किसी के लिए, मान लो एक्स पर्सन इज annoyed with their daughter, A is annoyed with the daughter, so what are you feeling? You're feeling very sad for daughter, so you will heal your, I'm sorry for my sadness, please forgive me, thank you, Allah.
तो
You
अगर डॉटर के लिए कर रही हूँ कि मतलब मुझे अपने डॉटर को सॉरी बोलना है, तो क्या मैं बैठ के ही करूँ या ऐसे अपने क्या करना
जैसे
चाहिए?
मर्जी, जैसे मर्जी, उसको हाथ हाथ रख के आई एम सॉरी प्लीज फॉरगिव मी थैंक यू, जब वो सो रही है तो उसके फोरहेड पे रख के आई एम सॉरी प्लीज फॉरगिव मी थैंक यू, so touch is a very healing therapy.
थैंक यू।
Thank you. Yes, Mukesh, what miracle is yours?
No, ma'am, yesterday when I came, I think, or day before, like you people were discussing that this book gets over. I think yesterday you told that this has 2 chapters left. So it says uh, Thursday and Friday, this will get over. So Monday onwards, the new book will start. But
Okay.
somehow since yesterday, again, this is a mental construct, but I am born on a ninth. So 9,
Oh.
18, 27, these are like say things always running in my mind. So I thought like 27 would be a good day to start actually. So, so, suddenly today you say that, yeah, okay, we are starting goals for people. I told you also yesterday that I actually like the
So,
book a lot. So I thought it will be a good to
so you
join.
pushed me to start it on 27.
I did. I just aligned with the universe.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, we are moving other people for their energy. If we
Manish,
are
one
thinking,
one thing I wanted to share. So last month, no, I had actually been to Jabalpur. There is this setup that a few people are running there, and the workshop that we were having, it was like a 9 day thing. We were talking about the economic ecosystem of the world in general. So the Indian system, like how Indian Gram Vyavastha and things used to exist like few hundred years back, was what was actually the primary topic of discussion. And this is related to why I'm saying this is related to the Vastu thing that you were actually telling yesterday. So they discussed there that design is actually the most critical aspect of anything. How you design your life, how you design your house, how that is what actually yields the results. So in the design aspect, they did not mention the word Vastu as such, but then they said that in our culture, like say a few hundred years back, right now we are more actually sort of shifting towards today's global modernity or whatever. But there were like few aspects of a house which were very critical. So five aspects that they discussed, I just quickly will actually tell it here. So they said that the house, the design of a home should not be troubling you economically. So in today's world, as like people, we sort of get into a 20-year-old 20-year loan, and then they buy, and then it's like a EMI, and then the interiors and all those things, they are like say economically draining. So at times that actually puts you off certain things. So it should not be troubling you economically. It should be arogyashali. That's what they said. So the design itself was such that it actually enhanced your health, not really sort of push you on the other side. Then it should be
yeah,
samajik. So we used to have a big courtyards where people could come, sit, chat, and things like that. So angan was a very important aspect of our houses, and that was like to make it samajik. Then it was like prakriti se prem sikhaye. So you love nature. That is how the design of the house was. And the last was adhyatmik disha mein le jaye. So it will take you towards spirituality. So these were the five elements they discussed of a design of a house. So I thought it was very related to how the Vastu thing works, maybe.
yeah,
So yeah, I just thought of mentioning it here.
excellent, superb. Even your perspective, the way they portrayed it, it's beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right. With that, we come to an end. It's already too much a time, I think so. Yes, 8:44. With that, lots of love and gratitude to each one of you. And looking forward to seeing you in the evening session for the practices and see you again with the new book called Goals. Love you all. God bless you. Take care. Have a
Thank
great
you,
day.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you all,
everybody.
lovely
Thank you.
Thank you,
people.
ma'am. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Even